Aussie, welcome back to my channel. So we're kind of back to the normal-ish content. I'm soon to be starting rehearsals for my next job. I've got about, I think, 3 weeks until rehearsals start, which I cannot wait for. I have been so lazy. My lack of motivation recently has actually been concerning for myself and for my family. So today I'm getting myself out of that rut. I've got out of bed, had a shower, had a hair wash, got some makeup on, I'm in my activewear, and I'm off to London to do a class at Pineapple. It's my friend Jack's class. I've not attended any dance classes yet in 2026. I have been teaching a little bit. I've been doing lots of workshops and sort of covering at a couple of dance schools in my area. So I have been doing some stuff. I'm pretty unfit at the moment. And I start rehearsals, like I say, in a few weeks' time. I need to lock in, something needs to change, and I'm really hoping that going to class today will help me find that inner motivation to just start being active again. I am going to have a shock to the system when rehearsals start. I know that. I haven't even been to the gym. There was 1 week I didn't even leave the house at all. But I am looking forward to going to London today and having a little prancy dancy around. I also fell down the stairs earlier, so my back is killing me. I absolutely just went down the stairs. I think me and Chester were both trying to go down the stairs at the same time. I had fluffy socks on, and as he kind of like tripped me up, I just slid like whoop. So yeah. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's go get motivated. Let's go to London. Let's dance. Zara to have a little look at some of the new bits in. When I get my first few paychecks, I do need to buy a few more like everyday clothes and things. But I've got about an hour before the class and to have a little wander around Covent Garden, then head to Pineapple. I've only been walking around London like 20 minutes. I don't even know why. I'm just so tired. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go get myself some kind of caffeine. I'm thinking a matcha. So I'm just gonna go walk to the nearest blank street. Like, are you kidding me? Guys, look how pretty that matcha is. Oh. So I got to Pineapple about 20 minutes, I think, before the class, just to get myself a bit more organised. First things first, I popped some hand sanitizer on because, you know, I've been on the tube, germs are flying around in London, so I didn't want to get ill. It was grape scented though, and it smelled insane. If you want it, get it from the TikTok shop. Then I slicked my hair back a bit because it was so windy. All my flyaways were going so crazy, and we all know that I love a slick backed look. Next, I popped a bit more makeup on. I don't really know why I did that because it all sweat off anyway. Then I needed to click my hip, and guys, this would not click. This pop was not popping, but we did get there in the end. I have popped a few little clips of the class, but because of copyright I couldn't do too much. I had the best time. Class was amazing. We all worked so hard. I really enjoyed it. I can't really say much else than that. It was just amazing. Then that evening I also met my brother Leo, and we were heading to the theatre together. So today's antics, me and Leo are back on our theatre journey. And tonight we're watching the Book of Mormon in the West End because Rory's got some scheduled shows on, so we made sure we wanted to catch him in it. We've got such good seats. We're the second row of the dress circle. Although saying that, wherever you sit in this theatre, I do feel like you can kind of see. Are you excited? Yeah. How many times has this been for you, Book of Mormon now? 2 times. Second time. It's my 5th. Big fan. The show was amazing. I could watch Book of Mormon 10 times and still never get bored. The next day, I was in a little bit of pain from the class. I'm not surprised. I worked pretty hard. So I treated myself to a nice warm bath, a Diet Coke and some YouTube vlogs. So today I'm off for my first fitting for I'm pretty sure today it's just measurements and I'm getting like my head wrapped for my wig sizes and things like that. But it's the first time that I'm getting to do like anything in person. It's always so crazy when things become real, when you start, you know, go to the fittings, seeing the designs for the costumes, talking about your wigs, and it's just come around so quickly. It really has. It's currently the 17th of February, so yeah, things are moving quickly. Yes. Thank you. So I'm in London and I've got my blank street. So this is where my fitting is today. And no, I'm not in O'Mary, as wonderful as that would be. But I just have to find a stage door and I don't know where that is. Costume fittings are very like exposing situations where you basically have to get down to your bra and pants and be measured in front of loads of people you've never met before. And the first time I had a costume fitting was for Oklahoma, and I was shocked because I suffered from like really bad like body image issues, which I think most performers probably do, and everyone I guess nowadays does. So for me, I never particularly enjoy these, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Stage door, stage door. No, I guess so. So the first thing I did was wrap my head, which pretty much involves loads of clean film being put over my head and sticky tape being stuck over the top. This is to measure my head so they know exactly how big to make the wigs. And then I had my measurements done, and look, I was fully dressed, yay! The whole thing only took about 1 hour, so it was super quick. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I appreciate that I was kind of jumping all over the shop when it comes to what day I was filming, so I do apologise for that. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I cannot wait to share with you all what my next show is. That will be hopefully announced very, very shortly. So the proper theatre content, the vlogs, will be returning. And if anyone does want a clue, I'm basically doing like a role / position in a show that I've never done before. Feel free to have a little guess in the comments, but I'm not going to tell you either way. Anyway, I'll see you back very shortly for the next video. Bye!